Right. There's gonna be a patch again, QED? Yeah, sure. Alright. What did you guys get for a vote? You guys voted on Northern Raiders again? Sure. Good. Alright. Another Battle Brothers fresh start. And we had a spreadsheet. We had triple spreadsheet votes. We're going to do that as well. Okay. This upgraded. Our brother is done. Perfect. Why did we eliminate rotate in the first place? Probably not using it. Let me see if I can get the... We're building the Battle Brothers roster in. Let's see if I can get that going or not. Yeah, okay. So we have got a couple of changes we need to make for this real quick.
A resplendent offering.
Good God. Thank you, Homie Chop, for the $50 donation.
Back to the grinder.
Cheers, man. Oh, did our stream rate go die? Okay. Well, give it a second. Like we're struggling on the internet here for a second. I'll grab water. We'll come back in a moment. Alright, chat, I'm back. Let's do it. How's the internet right now? Normal? Mostly normal? So, this may or may not be fine. We didn't get further enough to check. So, alright, first of all, not having rotate sucks. Sucks a lot. I'm not even sure I want to actually continue doing no rotate build. But if we give that another playthrough, like I just don't understand what you're gonna do. Like, alright, maybe it's good enough for Monolith, but what happens when you fight orcs? Do the orcs just kill you every single time? You're like, oh, that orc warrior hit me 3 times with that orc cleaver. I need to rotate out and heal that. Nope. So I kind of liked the idea of the low stam build. The idea was super cool. The idea is you get to ditch worrying about one of your stats, in this case stam. You focus on getting a really well-rounded set of other stats. That's really nice. The downside of it was a really, what I'm looking for, weak. It was really not versatile, right? You couldn't stick cleavers on it or whips on it because it doesn't have any stam. You can't rotate because it doesn't have any stam. You can't indom because you can't do anything with it. Hey, Nubu. Now, hit on meat tanks until I get megas is certainly possible. I mean, and it might just be I don't have to build everybody with that. So that was one of the things. The first thing was rotate. It felt really bad not having rotate. The second thing, it felt pretty bad having gifted in the 0 stam build, but not anywhere else. Because some of your brothers who get gifted are going to survive, and they're going to be good enough that you want them to go somewhere else. And I'm not sure what that looks like exactly. I kind of wanted it like in one of the other builds to have gifted in there too. Like this build, for example, because this is like an early game build. That helps late game too, but it helps a lot early. And the third is Colossus on everyone was kind of sucking. Maybe it was keeping me alive, but like even with 80 to 90 HP when I'm getting fucking shot, even with Colossus and 80 or 90 HP when I'm taking hits from those crossbows, I'm taking wounds. I'm taking serious wounds. Now granted, we got shot in the head, and maybe it's just the head wounds we have to worry about, you know? Maybe instead of running Colossus on everyone, we're running Steelbrow. I don't love the idea of it, but maybe that's what we need to do, because we're trying to reduce the amount of time we spend seriously wounded. So, something to think about. So, if we were to tweak any of these builds, where would we want to do it? But I have both. Opportunity cost, bro. So we could, for example, tune down Killing Frenzy or Berserk in the Cleaver spec and give it gifted and make it more of a early game kind of build, which seems reasonable.
A kind gesture.
You, Roniel, for the donation. Mods, can we make sure that Homie Chop got in with that $50 donation and Ferronio with the $5 donation for tickets, please? Thanks for me, Comfy Cat. I mean, the thing I hate about Steelbrow is it just feels so much worse than Colossus the rest of the time, right? Yeah, when you get hit in the head, it's slightly more helpful, although Colossus makes the hit that your head... Colossus downscales essentially the quality of injury you're taking from hits to the head a fair amount of the time. Just not sure that Steelbrow is any better. So alright, so maybe we look at stacking some of this shit down here. Like if our damage is coming from... I mean, but even this one doesn't even have Killing Frenzy. The guy is designed to attack every round, but it doesn't get damage Killing Frenzy. Do we need a quick 5-minute recap of what we're building and why, and then think about ways that we can impact that to change that? So the zero stand was very, very interesting. The point where, I mean, we might just keep the concept but not keep the exact breakdown of what we did with it. It also means you can't use secondary attacks. So that means you never get to use your mace stun, really. And that reach mace kind of fucking sucks. The fact it doesn't daze on reach is pretty painful. It feels like a huge portion of the mace is the debuff. Oh, alright, let's say we weren't using maces with that, because that reach mace is just not good. Alright, so the two things I want to do here are, one, add gifted somewhere else. And two, who are our carries? And I think from that, I mean, this is fine if they're not having to do all the tanking as well. Plus is gifted, quick hands, pathfinder, underdog, battle forged or nimble, hammer mace, steel brow dodge, heads. Maybe it's just not headhunter. We still get a killing frenzy in there. I mean, the idea of that is solid. Underdog's kind of questionable too. I don't know. Underdog got a little bit worse in my mind, but not a lot. Like, melee defense is still king up to a point. Argument was the build doesn't get kills, it just does damage. Down home team. Yeah, but I don't know if that's true. Think of this. And I tend to get stuck in this trap, right? I tend to build late game builds. I tend to build my final builds how I want them. But let's think as we're leveling. Think about what our line looks like. It looks like a couple archers, 2 to 3 tops, mostly as we're leveling. It's a bunch of people with reach weapons in the back, and it's a couple dudes up front who are basically tanky enough to be up front or disposable enough to be up front. Who's doing the heavy lifting? The beginning, it's the 3 brothers you pick up. They're doing fairly heavy lifting and they're very powerful, so great. And after a little bit of that, it's your high damage dealers, right? You want high accuracy for the cleaver stuff. The cleaver stuff's super important. Hitting those disarms saves lives. You want the high stamina builds ending up as these two. Both the cleavers and the duelists require a lot of stam. So low stam needs to go somewhere. Low stam, good melee attack, good melee defense needs to go somewhere. And it's not going to go in these. Probably going to end up here. So, I mean, just like look at your options, right? So this is range attack. Good range attack. This is basically all this requires. This is good melee defense. Basically all it requires. This is good melee. It's melee defense and melee attack, right? Maybe I should just use the same nomenclature. This is good melee attack, stam. Good melee attack, melee defense, and stam. Don't need good if all columns have it. Sure do. This is good resolve. Well, I mean, this is about the rarity. Okay, so Overmind Slab asked the question, do Megas also need good HP, or does it not matter if they're actually getting hit? If they're not actually getting hit. The issue is more along the lines of, think about it when you level Brother. You can level 3 attributes, and in all likelihood, the stars are not perfectly spread for your attributes. So in all likelihood, you're probably only really getting a Brother with a starting clump of stats that are hopefully useful in some way, and then you're getting limited growth in all of them. So what the nice part about Megas are, you don't care about their starting HP, you don't care about their starting Resolve, and you don't care about their starting Fatigue. Really. You do, but you don't. Because the only skill you have to level every single time is melee defense, which means you get 2 out of 3 of your rolls every single round to fix those holes. I mean, that's the nice thing about the low stam build too, right? Is that the low stam build, because you don't care about your stamina rolls particularly, you can use all of your rolls to fill out the HP and the resolve rolls, which is really nice because you have that one extra open. The ones that start getting really tough to build, or rather require really good brothers, are the ones that have these 3 dependencies, right? Like this guy requires good melee attack, good melee defense, decent stam, decent resolve, and decent HP to be alive. This is Headhunter. Crippling. And Killing Frenzy. Low stam doesn't seem great with all the maces about. We're gonna stam out just by getting swung or hit on. Can't stam out by being swung on. Doesn't work that way. You're stam neutral because so you're attacking with a single attack weapon per round, like a reach weapon or a two-handed weapon. It costs you with the weapon spec. It costs you 12, mostly, some exceptions, but it's always 12 or less, right? Which means that you regenerate 15 stam on your turn. So you always have enough stam to do it. Now there's a time where that isn't true, which is where your remaining stam is of a small enough amount that, like, if you get cracked with the mace and like it halves your like stamina, then you can't get there. But I think you'd have to have such insanely low that wouldn't work, right? So that's the point of running that, is you don't have to be worried about stam. So the issue we had is twofold. The first, again, these 2 issues are the ones, once we finish these 2 issues over here on the far left, we can get playing again, and that's what we want to do. Add Gifted to another build, needs to be in one of these other builds, and who are our carries? So I feel like these are early game cleaver. The carries are early game. We want these guys to be super, super accurate and less about the melee defense. And they probably, a brother like that probably wants to have Gifted, because it's only on like the most elite brothers you can be as greedy for talent points as we want to be over here. And we're not going to find a lot of those. So it's probably in here somewhere we need to add Gifted. And it might be one of these. Like, I found that when I have the whip out like that, a portion of my time is wanting to be spent disarming, which is a bit awkward. And the Cleaver Generalists not have as good, can have less melee defense because they are potentially doing stuff like disarming. And potentially not always in the front rank doing that, although they might be. Probably just one of these, either Killing Frenzy or Berserk, huh? Probably fucking Killing Frenzy. Carry. I like Orc Duelists. Probably my favorite carry. That's probably Berserk that goes. Colossus, click hands, recover. Respect. Colossus gifted, recover, click hands. That. Maybe we just drop Indom instead, I'm not sure. Underdog looks a little weak when we look at it in that scenario too. Although we definitely want to be able to put these in the front line, so maybe it's not, maybe it's fine. That would be a rip Berserk kind of deal. Dude, Berserk it's so weird to be cutting Berserk from any builds. The problem with fucking cutting Berserk is there's like 3 damage skills in the game, right? The Killing Frenzy, Berserk, and then kind of Headhunter, more so now than it used to be. Kind of, I'm gonna say Crippling, but I'm not even sure that's true. It is -1 perk point. Of course you can justify that on brothers. What a weird way to think about that. Think about because what you're ignoring with that comment to Mishbari is you're missing the point of what the value of a regular perk is, right? So take something like Underdog is a really good example of it, right? Underdog in general is 5 melee defense for most brothers and 10 for some other brothers, right? Depending if you have 3 people around you or 2 people around you, right? That's what its value is. It's 5 for each attacker attacking you, and that's more when it's reach because there's more people going to attack you basically. But that's what it is. It's basically a 5 stat. It's 5 melee defense on average. Gifted is 13 stat points, right? Or 5, 4, and it's depending on which ones you get. It's either 3, 3, 3 or it's 3, 4, 3. So it's either 10 or 9, I guess, not 13. Depends on which ones you take. But that comparison is like 5 melee defense versus 9 stat points. That's not no perk. That's just a perk of a certain value. And it's really good early too, because you can get it super early and it's a big increase in the chance of your guys to hit basically early. So like, yes, it is a cost. It has a cost and the cost is a perk. But what is the value of the other perks? So anyways, so we'd be dropping Indom here and we could get everything we wanted without Indom. A little scary. I mean, I guess their defensive stat is disarm, not getting hit by orcs. That way we could keep the melee defense. That might work. And that gives me another gifted build early. Which I really wanted. Okay, are we happy with this, chat? Is that enough of the changes that address both the issues? We needed early gifted on another build so that we can build plenty of brothers who fulfill that. And then we are going to be building... Who are our carries? Our carries are our fucking duelists. Do we have any regular 2-handers? Above level 11, gifted worth on average 2 to 4 character levels in stats you put the ones in. Yes, sure. Utility rotate build. We just need to roll megas, Deadly. We just didn't have it last time. We just couldn't find any mega tanks for that run, and that would have been good. That will have rotate on it. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is a question. Do we want to get rotate anywhere else? But this build cannot use rotate because it's a low stam build. This build is going to be pretty busy with its stamina. Disarm is very expensive, and it does a similar kind of thing of protecting. I didn't use those grenades even once. Maybe I just need to be a little bit less stingy with those grenades too. Like a fodder bro? We don't need to build a fodder bro. We build them all the time. You don't need to worry about it. You just take everything that gives them survivability and resolve in the early game, right? So it's like, you know, it's a combination of Rotate, Colossus, Gifted, Steel Brow, Fortified Mind, Shield Spec, anything along those. I think I said Colossus already. So. I wonder if the grenades on the Megas would be good. Average fatigue, you can afford to rotate once in a fight. Maybe. Can't afford to rotate when it matters, which is not at the beginning when you have stamina. It's at the mid to late game where one of your brother's armors is cracked. He can't quite stay in that location anymore, and he's better served by moving him out. Grenade swap the shield. Good point. That would be bad. You're loving the fearsome overwhelm gunners, Argy? Seriously? Versus what? Like, where are you actually getting fearsome procs versus? Like, what level of armor are you fighting? Because I can't see it hitting anybody. Yeah, Colossus is in every fucking build at the moment. It's kind of crazy, but all the new enemies do so much damage to your insides that it's like not having Colossus just leaves you wounded all the time. Reddit seems to think 3 or 4 gunners in your back rank's okay. Lol. Alright. We dropped Indom. So our brothers keep getting less tanky. Exciting. Okay. Dude. These things are gonna suck versus Chosen then. I save Colossus. Alright. Let's get playing again. I think that's fine. Okay. Which of the... What can we do with the seeds start? Which one do we want to run with? I think we're going Northern Raiders again. You guys have thoughts on which Raider seed? That'd be nice. No, rotate again. Let the rage be in. Yeah, you're not wrong. You want to play the seed we had again? Yeah. Play the seed we had again. Can we do it better though? I mean, I don't know. We're gonna be doing a lot of the same things, right? Go for the axe again. I don't know, man. Gladiator start. I don't want to do a gladiator start. I'm not very interested in a gladiator start. I feel like it's fucking OP. Feels like OP and boring. Lone Wolf felt that way to me too. Only one noble hostile. You can really choose that. New seed. Alright, we're going seed hunting. Seed hunting it is. Alright, so we are running Northern Raiders. We want to run Holy War, which we still haven't seen. Funny, we haven't got the day 80 yet.
Generous bestowal.
Thank you, Sun in Exile, for 15 bucks. Alright, here's our lucky. What are we calling this one? It's fine. We're fine? We're fine. Okay. You've been AFK. Has anyone been tracking donations? Oh, so Nobu. The last one you did? We just had the one from Sun in Exile a second ago for 15. Alright. Take a second for seeds here. Already asked that some time ago. Save games you stream somewhere available for download. Nope. You can find the seeds though. The seeds are available for download, but I don't give out my save games. An iron lung paranoid brother. That's so good. Started with 0 though, so maybe it's not. It's good though. 62 survivor. 59 to bright. Good. Monk. Monk's good, but you know, low melee skill. Monk never makes it into my games. All right, we're super far north, which means it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get south. But the south is really lame. Look at that. Unfortunately, this entire, I mean, this is a ton of recruitment locations. I'm curious, why do you Iron Man mode if you're just Alt F4ing autosave? It's like an unnecessary step over reloading a save. Nope, it's an unnecessary step to reload the save. Mostly because we just roll with, I'm happy to roll with moderate punches is basically what it boils down to, is why I play Iron Man. I'm happy to roll with one of my favorite brothers dying, or like a promising recruit dying. I tend not to like to restart every 5 minutes though if we run into a particularly nasty fight or do something just slightly off. So it's a compromise to wanting to play where your consequences matter, but having to deal with the fact that I'm streaming, so that I'm essentially putting on a show for other people. All right, thank you, Poopgate, the $10. You got Feronial and Sun in Exile, great. Did you get Homie Chop for 50? That was like 30 minutes ago, right before Feronial, and then Poopgate here for 10 Nobu. All right, I think this this location is kind of bad for raiders. There's a lot of stuff down here, a lot of locations to get things from, but there's no nice interaction of where we can raid versus where we can dip out of. So I don't think this is very good for a raider start. Ports are garbage. No good ports here. I mean, maybe these cities are ports, but they're not. That one's not. That one's not either. All right, so not good is the answer for that one. Keep looking. Yeah, it's a touchy subject, the Chaucer, because really easy to be like, oh, you're not playing Iron Man. You're not a hardcore gamer. You must use sunlight and this type of thing, right? You get a little bit of people flexing EPing, but just it takes. I don't think it's better if the RNG is across games, right? So if it takes me 5 fucking stars to get going, so be it. But if it takes me 5 stars to get going and then I get going and then we lose to something really stupid, like a really bad series of resolve rolls or something, where it doesn't wipe you 90% of the time, a lot of work to go back and redo that start. So done that a lot of times. All right, so this is the south here. A lot of southern cities again, but I think we want to be able to raid. I mean, maybe we just raid a little bit. Most of the time we just gloriously farm the south for raiders. Not landing an attack for 2 entire rounds at 50% for every single attack. Yeah, we did that a couple times. I mean, that's part of it, right? You live with that, but it's sometimes you don't want the entire run to end from that. Are the brothers? Well, they're not fucking iron lung paranoid. The answer to that. Rumble. A lot of space up north, and we're very, very far north. I mean, we're never gonna have a start as good as the fucking like axe on day 2. It makes me feel so bad. We'll take another one. Rolling a few. Too much non-raider or too much friendly territory in that one. South is definitely not early game content. I don't know. Nomads are fine fights. They're not ridiculously hard. The Ifrits seem pretty brutal. The hyenas are whatever. Snakes seem pretty brutal to me. The arena seems like something I'd like to spend more time in, but it feels like to me I don't want to rush it because I want to hit that arena ambition. The ambition seems super powerful. What was wrong with that one? I don't know if we tried it. Is it one of the ones we did from yesterday? I did. Why? Or rather, I added it this morning. Nomad gear kind of sucks. So this is interesting. So that's salt. That's salt. I don't want to run over this. This will take forever to move across, but this is not so bad. Citadel there. We can recruit. I don't see any hunters' cabins available to us though. More salt up there. But where do I actually interact with them? So I'm going to be fighting around here, which is nice. There's plenty of room to escape to. As I cross in between the city-states and them, I can fight camps in there. Yeah, it was the alternate one, Well, put it in the main folder if you want. Yep. So that has hunters' cabins, but these are hostile. That has hunters' cabin, but it's hostile. And these feel really far away from everything else. Chat. Do we take it? Do we want to do Northern Raiders? It was really nice picking up pole arms super early, but we don't have to. I mean, we could easily just do fucking regular raider farming if we want to do a different start. I'm just not sure why we would do a different start. Like, what other start do we want to do? Depends. It really depends. Our goal up till now has been to spend as much time in the south as possible, but it seems like a fucking absolute disaster to bother doing that. The only value we're getting out of it is trade goods. These cities are always super far apart. They're often not roaded together. It's always a pain in the ass, this stuff around there. It's just like literally the trade goods. We could go raiding as poachers, yeah. Although you don't have good starting brothers for that. Like, archers are not particularly good versus... I mean, they're okay versus the unarmed caravan kind of things. Masters. You looked at their stats recently? They're so bad. Sure, I guess you could poacher. You could poacher the first couple things like that. Sure. Layer and snake oil. Pretty certain I don't want any build that involves me fighting large amounts of shitty animals. Future rating with cheapo meat shields. Really solid super early, but then you need to build some melee brothers up. I don't know. I like the starts with 3 solid melee brothers, right? The gladiator starts super stupid good. Lone wolf is pretty stupid good. Northern Raiders is excellent, and that thing of getting armor even when you do damage to it is such a powerful ability. Maybe not as powerful as a poacher movement ability, but still really good. Poachers are pretty good, but they don't have the same killing power early. You don't have anyone who can hit a target with a weapon that matters. And yeah, the bow's okay, but it's not good. Like, bows aren't like... It's not like that removes the guy. It like slowly bleeds him out a little bit.
You have returned.
Crazy to consider how many years I've been watching you. Glad to see you still going strong. Much love and stay safe out there, less than 3.
Thanks, Atomic Aegis. And now that you mention it, your mech is looking very intimidating. So keep with it, man. Cheers. Thanks for the 60 months. Long ass time. I don't know, chat. I guess I could put it to vote, but we've already been voting. I don't really like this. I'm not keeping this seed. I don't know if we want to do Northern Raiders or something else. I like Northern Raiders. wolf. I'm not trying lone wolf. It would be either gladiators, which seem really stupid broken to me. Lone wolf, or not lone wolf. Northern raiders, which is fairly fun, or possibly poachers again. Those are probably my two favorites are probably northern raiders and poachers. Trading caravan was good too. Trading caravan had a lot of money. We could do that again. I like the fact that there are no brothers of super high value, but there's a couple decent melee brothers to start with in that build, right? It's like you can keep them for a while. They early game carry. I kind of like I did really enjoy the trading caravan start. A lot of money. And money is flexibility, right? Money is flexibility to go deep into the wilds because you can stock up. It's to buy better brothers. It's a lot of fun. Hogwarts. I don't want to do Hogwarts. It's a boring start. Played it too many times. Better is a new build potential. I think it's just overplayed right now and super, super overtuned too. Love Lone Wolf. Having a brother who can hit things is awesome. You probably love Gladiators then. You have 3 brothers that hit things. Cultist run was fun when we added mods that made the cultist events trigger a bit more often. Then it was fun. Alright. One more poll. Alright, users may vote for 1 options. One last poll. Thank you, Bad Beef 15 for the 800 bits. Cheers on that. Play something fun. If you don't enjoy it, the play, then the stream suffers. I will enjoy any one of these 3 starts. I just don't know which one to do. We have mod coverage right now for this. Any of my mods active right now? Ooh. You're here, Vipsido? Okay. Could you get the Bad Beef donation, please, on the spreadsheet stuff? Got back? It was back? Okay. It was 800 bits from Bad Beef 15 for a character. Alright, what do you guys have here? You guys are pretty neck and neck. 128 on Northern Raiders, 76 on Poacher. You guys do not like Poacher starts, huh? 139 on Caravan Hands. Dude, I was enjoying that Raider start, but okay. We can pick up some Caravan Hand start. I think it's strong. It gives me a reason to go to the city-states. We already make that money, though. Is it that much of a reason? I don't know. We almost had our Caravan start off the ground the other day. Like, we were getting a lot of renown, and that's the biggest limiting factor on the Caravan Hands is the renown acquisition. But we were getting good sequences of missions. Close. Close. Alright, chat, how do we decide this? You guys are really close, but not quite there. I'm gonna give you to a timestamp. Alright, I'm gonna open up my computer clock here. And on the it's currently 2:37:30 at mark. I'm gonna go to 2:38. Give you guys a minute to vote on this. Let's hear the best arguments for each of them. You ready? All right. Northern Raiders. What do they do for us? They give us 2 enemies that are fighting. The biggest issue is seed selection, to find a seed that has enough places to recruit so you can get the backgrounds that you don't start with. But the trade-off is you get 3 very strong starting brothers who don't scale super well late game, but are very good early. A lot of attack on them, as not quite as much survivability. And you get a really sweet ability all game long of stuff that you kill that you potentially break. You still get a chance to cake anyways. It's pretty cool. Downside is a little bit of travel in the early game. Sometimes it can be hard to hit ambitions. Sometimes it can be hard to get characters. And the southern city-states are kind of a mess right now. They're pretty far away from the things that you want to go towards. Want to be at with those. So we're pulled a little bit north and south. It also limits a little bit of access to the north if we want to go up, for example, and raid barbarian things, which we will want to do at some point because we're going to need javelins. Then that will limit that a little bit. So you often want to do noble war first for that. Poachers are get your 3 range guys out of the way so you don't have to worry about recruiting range guys. The issue then becomes building strong enough early game. The movement speed is super good. The reduction in inventory sucks, but the scouting is really good too. So both those things are nice. You're faster on the minimap and you can see what's in camps without having to engage them, which is super, super helpful. And then finally, there's caravan hands, which are super flexible, are the trading start. Mostly because you just get better prices on everything. So your economy snowballs. When your economy snowballs, you can do things like buy really expensive brothers and go on long trips and bust the wilds. But your brothers are weaker quality and they don't start with anything particularly good in terms of combat. So it takes a little bit to get that group rolling. You have to get some decent brothers. I like how none of them are tied together, so you don't have anyone you care about keeping alive. All those are fine. We have any limit from this now? No. Northern Raiders by like 1%. 2%. 2.5%. All right, one more Northern Raiders, but we need a... Okay. You guys have voted on that twice today, so all right, one more Northern Raiders. We need a seed, though. I can try that seed that was just suggested. I'm not sure if I still have it in my copy-paste here, but we'll check. All right. Caravan hands are easy after the first week. Sure. Indebted start, basically cultists without the fun. Yes. I don't know, like some people like the larger number of units for fighting. In this map, haven't we? I have not played or took it all recently. Alright, where are we recruiting from if we play on here? Trade goods in here. Trade goods in here. Cabin, hunter's cabin over there and a citadel over here. Pretty far away from everything else, though. For the start is all that useful. Where's that third city state? Oh, right. It's in fucking Timbuktu over here. You guys think this looks okay? This looks bad to me. It's really far away. Everything is really far away from everything else. All 3 southern cities are ports, correct? Yeah. No northern ports, only southern ports. You can teleport to the southern cities. Maybe you just end up like teleport farming the fucking trade goods or something dumb. Guess I could check out the brothers. Go caravans and not worry about the map so much. Maybe. This is the double fear one. The monk. This was the max roll monk double fear one. I don't know, guys. Do we want to do this? I feel like it's a bit of a commitment once you pick a map. Like, stick with it for a little bit. You think it's a boring map? I'm not sure if it's a boring map. It feels like it's going to be hard to raid unless we catch the stuff going around here. It's going to be hard to do the southern content without all this shit too. But I guess we can just, I mean, maybe. This is this one. The Sat one. The monk always has the same stars. And monks get different stars? Yes, but the monk in this start always has the same. That! I don't like this start. Alright, other suggested ones? More northern raiding. B1. You win a run. Get to the point where you decided you've done everything you want to do in the run, and you leave it. Walk away from it. Like Noble War. Noble War is the best one to start with for that, but I want to see the new content more than I want to do that. Maybe. Maybe it's just long enough. I don't know. Maybe. Don't want to do a filthy robot seed. No. Check out some of Wyo's seeds. I know he pinged me to say there's some good poacher seeds. Got this UA one for raiding. All right, that one. It's so hard to fucking. What is this? I don't know, guys. Stuff like this, right? All right. Where is your nearest point as a raider? Where's your nearest point to resupply for tools? Tools are always your limiting factor. Our nearest resupply point for tools are maybe there, but probably not even there. It's probably further. So it's probably all the fucking far, all the way down south for tools. And then we have to travel from here to get tools. Maybe this place is slightly closer. Or there. We have to travel from here to there to raid anything? Seems fucking terrible, man. Alright, what was the one I just copied from somebody? This one. Good Cheese has got one too. Alright, are we okay with... Sure. Do a random seed, hide the map, just play. No thanks. See how we've had so many started missions already? So many playthroughs that kind of peter out in their early mid-game? Because of what you're suggesting will increase that rate, not decrease the rate, to just start and go. Anything that we care about? Alright, let's take a look. There are ports. Ports here, 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 here. All three city-states on ports again? Yeah. Another triple port city-state. Alright, where do we get tools at? Maybe here. There's a hunter's cabin in our area, which is nice. There's a workshop. Tools, right? Okay, where do we raid? Tools there too. Gonna be a lot of trade caravans running around, are there? Does it look good, chat? I mean, there is only a period of time. There's only a small period of time where you get very interested in that. I put it in wrong. What? How are the starting brothers is a good question. Strong 59, 59. Strong neutral. Iron Jaw Spartan. Iron Jaw's good. Spartan's whatever. Monks at 51. I didn't know they could roll 51. 45. I don't know, man. Yeah, I see the other seeds being suggested. End goal of this game? To start, yeah. I'm just trying to think. Like, to me, like, I think raider start, and I think the fastest way to get a raider start is you're basically jumping 2 or 3 caravans for some quick money, quick little bit of gear. You're immediately turning around, grabbing some brothers, going back, jumping one of the caravans with a couple soldiers and a couple bill hooks before it really gets much upgraded. Killing that, maybe taking a couple losses there, grab a bill hook, get a couple bill hooks. Once you have a fair backline for reach damage, you just basically run 11 people and do that for a while. You take a couple fights like that until you get gear. You're going to lose some people because they hit really hard and they're very difficult to kill, but that's so be it. And then once you got that early boost off the caravan and army raiding, there's not a whole lot of point in doing caravan and army raiding after that because you picked up the gear that lets you accelerate. But where do we? And we did that. We did all of what I just described in the previous run. What is the sequence after that? What is the piece that we need to pull in after that? Last time we tried going south, getting our reputation taken care of, or getting our renown leveling to go for that. Is it straight into camp busting, you think? Maybe that is it, Najoran. Maybe that's what we needed to do, is straight into camp busting, and we did too much running around these stupid locations. And I look at this. Are the wilds accessible here? It's a big fucking mountain range all on this eastern side. We don't know what's in here, presumably wilds. Might be stuff over there. I'm not sure I can get tools off to the west. Oh, Elminster. The northern start, we're kind of picking one right now. Thoughts, chat? I don't think they're super hard. I just don't think they're very. I think they're low value. Welshman is my biggest issue with the southern stuff right now. What do I get? Pass. Wild and running missions to be famed. The wilds are. You have to have people to run into the wilds, right? All right, I'm gonna check this other seed that Mafia's put out twice now and see what that feels like. This one is close, maybe. It just doesn't. I don't really feel like I take advantage of this start very well in this position. Doesn't really feel like I can dip in and out of this. And I don't know. Doesn't really feel like we're playing to the strengths of this faction. Brand new helps with mid-game stuff. Well, maybe we'll do that. All right. We really should do nobles at war, but I want to see what this fucking holy war is like. Try this. Yeah, Welshman. You have a bunch of wounds at the bottom, but some of that's just knowledge, right? I don't know. The raider, the nomad armor and weapons are not as valuable as the raider weapons and armor that you pick up, so it's a bit painful. Okay. So I like the east-west distribution of the cities here for us. Trade good, Citadel. Trade good. City states. Not on. None of them have ports. Dead space in here for camps. Where we started. Here are the brothers. Superstitious and pessimist. Fortunate. Ugly ass fucking debuffs. Superstitious is so bad. There's no cure for it, and it's a permanent, just some of the time your brother's useless in front line. Really, really bad. It's just a really bad trait. How about the rest of this though? This is accessible, close, it's not very powerful. Same with this. There's the one watchtower there. Moving east from here. We're looking for roads where the caravans are that are close to resupply. Feels like we want to be like in here or in there. It's pretty far away. I mean, there is good stuff for raiding there. This is really far away though. Kind of weird. No hunters' cabins. A very good point. Am I being too picky, chat? This doesn't seem particularly exceptional to me either. They did high roll melee attack. 62, 61, 62 is a good point. Last one. All right, let's keep looking. I almost want to play the seed that we started again. Trying to think what I would do differently. Maybe it would be the ambition picks. So basically, once we made the fucking, we started off nicely, grabbed the axe, of course, but after that, grabbing the weapons off the trade caravans was super good. And then it's just, maybe we should have just gone straight into the wilds at that point. Felt like we were running around the southern city-states looking for starting like brothers. It's just, I always feel like playing the same seed twice is like fucking cheating. Especially if you know where a famed is. Like, we got that famed totally by chance on day 2 of that fight. Just because we're like, I wonder if we can take this game. And it's so cool to have that, but it feels so much like gaming the fucking game to just like restart on that and do it again, you know? It bugs me. Oh, nice open area we want to level. The hunters' cabins. Port, not. That's not. No, it doesn't matter because there's no other ports in the game. That's a port. Hostile until Noble War. Map is huge. Fuck me, it's a big map. 2 other ports there. I think in this game, even if they don't actually connect via water, they do connect via water, you know? So I think this inland sea, you can teleport to other stuff, I think. Hate for Beast, Survivor Optimist. Oops, not Survivor. Survivor there. Survivor Irrational. Brothers are fine but not amazing. We start really far away. We got like 3 days travel before we can get our first resupply and our first recruitment, which is kind of painful. Have to hit 4. I don't really think much of this one either. I roll melee attacks again. 60, 57, 61. Not really. 62 is the high on all those, right? So it was way to avoid the game-ending battles. Sure, you can either play like a coward, which is boring, or you can roll with the fact that you're gonna risk your run from time to time. You can do what I do, which is kind of like a quasi bronze man kind of thing, where most of the time I tend not to load on bad events, but occasionally I do. Do any of those things. But you will end up, if you don't take any risks, and because there's so much RNG in terms of the actual number rolls you get in this, if you don't take any risks, you will never succeed in this game, right? Like, it's just, or rather, you will play the most boring, dull game ever, where you walk around trading fucking caravan, or trading goods only, and fighting like, you know, four scrubs. No, I don't think so. All right. Like, the fun bit is getting into areas. Yeah. All right, let's try this next one. Yeah, I'll try that in a second, Doom. That'll be the next one I try after this one. I just copy pasted off someone else's post. I'm pulling them kind of randomly, so it kind of feels bad to the people who've been offering a bunch. Nothing wrong with that. That's how you want to play, sure. But I find it boring. I find the fun bit not to be that. Alright, way down the bottom, this is still a raider start. This is a really dominant southern faction here. The friendly faction for us. A million spots. Hunter's cabin there. Citadel there.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Thanks, first game life.
Praise the sub.
Another hunter's cabin there. Other city-states are pretty far away, but pretty nice access. Look how open this is. This is a citadel too, so you can get tools from either of these locations. then head to the northeast. That's really good. They did all right here for resupply as well, right near the raiding. They're pretty isolated from each other too. They're going to be sending shit through here. That's pretty nice. So where do we raid from? We're here. Brothers are strong, man. That is Dexterous, which is 5 melee skill. This is Iron Lungs Tough. 57's a low roll, but the rest of that's very... And 0 melee defense is kind of bad too, but still, those are nice perks there. This is 5 melee defense. Monks, whatever. This is probably the closest I've seen to a... I don't know, like this is just... it's interesting because we're at war with 2/3 of the map. Except we aren't. We're at war with 1/3 of the map. You got a pole hammer and a bill hook on day 5. You think they'd be decent enough to use? You want to use reach weapons early, man. Day level. Looks pretty good, man. Looks like a pretty decent start. Should we try this, chat? Good enough? Yeah. Yes, go, go. All right. Yes, go, go. Let's see what we can do. All right. What was the seed? Let's grab the seed for chat. This is USIYDTBTKA. Alright. How to find a Fame Max? I wish, man. I wish. Alright. What are our brothers like? The dog out of your pants. And we'll take a look at what we have. People. Yeah, to be honest, that Fame weapon wasn't very good, by the way. No plus damage roll on it. I mean, it was fine. It was fine for what it was. Dude, 57 is very low. 59, 57. He's got 65, I guess. Are we rolling these out? Do we have mods? You guys want to roll me 4 in a row, please? We'll go left to right on the top. We'll go left to right on the top and then 1 in the bottom. For that, mods, if you wouldn't mind rolling those. And we gotta look at these level ups. So 105 stam, 105 stam, 100 stam. This guy's double stam starred. This is single stam starred. Stam starred.
Quitters never win.
You drum original.
Rotate.
Rotate is a trap for those people who don't roll well enough. This guy here, HP stars. This guy pretty much wants to spam HP, melee defense, and melee skill on every single roll, and is going to be a super good late game brother. This is probably this no stam build, right? Because we don't want to put stam in here. We want to put basically 1 roll into resolve, maybe 2 rolls into resolve, and everything else we want to run melee skill, melee defense, hit points, right? Did I lose access to the sheet? No, I got access to it. I'm just sort of sorting out the start. Faster that way. That one seems like this is probably our 0 stam build again. We're gonna build one of these. Okay. Take a look at this one here. Iron Lungs, Tough. Pretty nice. 57 range is pretty bad though. 57 attack skill is pretty bad. 0 melee defense with no scaling. Is this the cleaver build? Okay. And one here with 9 melee defense starting is very nice. 59. Ends up as 8-9. Especially as an early brother. Shield tanks due to low defense. Nope. Putting fucking shields on these brothers? I want them to do something. Deadly Blind, DHB, and Pyro. Thanks. Alright, let's take these. Appreciate it, Nobu. Alright. Deadly Blind, welcome. DHB. Yeah. And Pyro. 618, 613. The W in there? Yeah. And the fourth roll we'll see in a moment. Brothers are sick? Yeah, they seem pretty good. The map seems pretty good, so it seems like a pretty good start. Sun in Exile. Okay. Alright, if we're leveling like this, the third one is this one good enough for one of these duelist builds, chat? At least potentially. And what are we doing about two-ender builds? We're just not ever building two-ender builds again? Bold. Nope, Mace Shield. Alright. You're no longer allowed to offer opinion. I'm not doing Mason Shield on this. So this is really good, right? We're still looking at then 29 average melee defense because of this, because it's such a high starting one. So it's going to be really solid rolls here. This ends up as 89, which is a little bit on the low side for late game, but it's pretty damn good. $45 resolve is fine, 112 initiative is fine, 105 fatigue is decent with the fatigue star, and 64. This is really a nimble build, chat? One can be nimble. One's got fucking fatigue. They both have fatigue stars. They kind of want to be built as battle forged. Why not a bread and butter battle forged two-hander? I haven't actually found bread and butter battle forged two-handers to be very viable right now. Yeah, the brothers are sick. Brothers are sick. Alright, let's take this one. This one we're going to do with this, so that's fine. Always 4. Sure. Alright. Take our level ups here. Nice one. Do we always roll that 4? Probably always rolled this 4, huh? Depends what we want to do for HP on these. Are these going to be... We're building Colossus on every single brother we ever build again? I think we are. With that in mind, do we do that now? On all of them? Probably. Start. Alright. But how much more HP do we need for these? We're looking at 100 on the Battleforged brothers. This could go either way, right? It probably wants to go out that way.
A generous bestowal.
Thank you very much, Lolaways, for the 10 bucks. Reincarnation. Maybe this time you'll do it right. Good, man. Deadly blind. Roll. Oh, nice roll. Am I just like skipping ones, really? It feels so greedy to skip one. Yeah. Too greedy to skip ones? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Let's go do stuff. Get people in gear and go. $71, $63, $75. What do we start with? Hammer, axe, axe, axe. Sometimes we started with a cleaver, but apparently not. Which one has the stun? Not that one.
A kind gesture.
You're deadly blind for the $8 as well. All right. What are we doing with this? This could be BF or Nimble, but I feel like we need some BF. And with this, fucked if I know. Feels weird to be with these stars, like both fatigue and HP stars. All right, so we're looking immediately for jumping some shit if we can. Like that. All right, 4 to 6 caravan hands. We have no gear, but this is where we get gear from. The monk's got the dog. Yep, Pyro, on an Exile, Deadly Blind, and DHB are our starting brothers at this location. Asked that twice, which is not what I wanted to do. No, don't want to come forward? Surprising. Move those closer. Need to be one closer, huh? Could take that tile from him. I mean, okay. Alright. Quality wood start. Not exactly a legendary axe, but still good. Up a spear. Cleaver. Or axe, and these are axe one-handed. We want 3 more. We want 4 more of those. Is what we want right now. We're gonna go look up here for it too. Not by the watchtower, thanks. That was kind of a dumb location in the end. Why would you run back towards them? Oh no! Murder the peasants. Yeah. They had a club and like $4, so absolutely worth killing them for. That's what I'm getting at. Trading caravan 10. B. I don't know what guards are armored as. Much it's a trap. Got a blade of plating. Yeah. Why does that fucking guard have an arming sword? Carry armor over here. Annoying, he just sits on the fucking high ground like a prick all the time? Sure. What if I sneak around the back and kill the donkeys? What then? Guy's got a fucking shield too. It's gonna be so annoying if we let him get on that high ground with the shield. Okay. I'm hoping some of them would move one way or the other. Nice music. The guards with the shields are actually too many hits to kill, really. We don't have a shield bash. We can't get him off this high ground. We don't really want to fight over here either. It's very likely if we start setting up next to him to hit him, A, we're going to get chunked once by him, almost certainly, if not twice. And B, by the time we kill him, these guys will reinforce and take that high ground again and again and again. It's going to be super miserable. I don't really want him coming at the side either. What I need them to do is bait into this. So I think can't hit him from the back really because there just aren't any tiles to do it. But I might be able to come out this side, which is kind of what I'm looking at. It's a lot of posturing. I can't go any closer here. Oh, their turns are done. But like the monk gets one shot by basically that, right? So I don't want to charge spear walls with people at like 0 accuracy, right? Like or 0 melee defense. They're not gonna be able to get into them. Carts as wall. But they're just gonna stand there and not engage me. He's under the cart. True. It's a one-tile choke. I mean, I don't think... Are they going to react if I start killing the donkey? Good. We want to eat 2 hits to get right on top of this guy. Do the same to this guy. I can take these 2 tiles. You guys are both... That guy's much scarier. Much heavier armored, so he's going to take a lot longer to die. This guy's shield walls we can get fucked too. I don't know. I don't know like where we actually attack this from. Kind of annoying. I don't want the high ground over here, but they're now occupy that. They've been rotating with me. I have his 5 head to fight is something. I mean, I guess technically we can break his shields with these, but it's going to take forever. What is the hit points on these shields? 30? $32. So it takes us 3 hits. They probably don't have shield spec yet at this level. Walk away. I'm tempted to go here. We get 1 attack on them this round, they're done. We can take both these adjacent tiles. Fuck. We let the dog out. We'll deal with this guy. But probably not with 2 of them. I want to put it up over here. Don't like that. That guy blocking 4 fucking attacks is ridiculous. needs to slow down here. Too much damage on him. Oh, got the kill. It's great. Fucking sweet dodge from us. Oh, we're stuck next to this guy. We might lose. If we go here, the problem is this unit comes around here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Gets there, locks us in. This gives us adjacency bonuses on a guy who's shield walling though. Is he dead to 2 bleeds? He's not. He takes 10. And then 1 off the Gray's Neck takes 11. Is Gray's Neck 3? So he's 1 off. So he takes 13, you're saying? Okay. I could go for the shield break here. Guy walks over and hits me if I do that. And Deadly Blind is getting fucked up right now. Kinda might be nice to take that hit for him. Pick up the shield. Here, you mean? He is ablative plating, but he is also relevant to how much progress I can do in the north before I have to refuel. Like with people. And if I break this guy, that's a pretty big deal, right? Okay. So we'd like to save the dog. Dog has value. This is fucking pathing. I can't even go through there. Huh. Casual 6 HP? Sure. He got headshot by the fucking sword and almost died to it from 85. That feels a little bad. We got casual 25%ed for sure. But we did live. Axe can probably kill the monk if he goes over there. The goal is just to get some bonuses going on. Headshot there sucks. Fucker. Alright. Good loot. Arming sword and a boar spear. 1 armor too. Close fight. It could have gone wrong there. At the end. Not at the end. With the guy getting headshot was pretty rough. Alright. Monk rolls. Goes well actually. I believe in student on this guy. I do. Pyro leveled. Got an upgraded hat. Upgraded armor. Definitely some upgraded weapons. I wonder if he should keep using the Scramasax still. 30 to 45. Well, if I equip the spear, it will start auto repairing. And it's a matter of who's using it, right? I think I might be doing this with the cleaver still here. Scramasax and the Iron Lung guy. Lung guy is the lowest. Also run this too. The lowest accuracy, which is the problem. I'd really just like another arming sword, honestly. We'll probably get. Okay, level ups on Pyro. Pyro is the 0 stand build. The 0 stand build does run Boss's gifted quick hands, right? Good. Right. All right, so where next? We need... Problem is, this is quite a lot of lost HP, 6 of 85. It's gonna be fucking ages before you can do something. I might actually swap these weapons just because this is a little bit more right now for damage. It can be a little bit more risky. The dagger, did we miss a dagger? We did. Okay. Should we go south? We maybe want to go south. Hoping to get another caravan. We don't actually have the caravan ambition either, so it's a little bit awkward with that. Because we're going to end up with some like weird thing where they give us the caravan ambition, but we've already killed all the caravans. If we go south, we're not going to find more. We maybe could get people real quick. You guys think? Poke north. Can't fight much with this. I don't want to go by that watchtower either. Super miserable. Alright, so we're probably just going south this way then. Okay. Raid 4 supply caravans, kill a tomb, 12 people, bond of friendship. Okay. We could just ignore the caravan one and do bond of friendship and get our stuff actually snowballing. We did just pick up 2 very nice weapons. Or 1 very nice weapon and 1 okay weapon. We could do the raiding. We could poke our head up in a minute anyways. Feels like this is what we want. This is the simplest one to do, right? Caravan, go for the money. Problem with the caravan is I'm not sure we can find 4 more. Yeah, I kind of want my guy to heal up is all. Go south. It's a little tempting to grab the caravans. Oh, come on. I don't know if we can actually do that anyways. 2 to 3 guys. Oh, it's a little bit interesting. That could have been the camp. A super dirt cheap camp would have been great there. Anyways. Can handle 2 to 3 guys, certainly. A finite number of caravans? Not in the sense you mean. Yes, there's just a spawn. What? I just got auto paused to death here. I mean, just walk away from it, I guess, but it's so annoying as fuck. Definitely not a fight we want. Fucking autopause. Alright. Damned if you do, damned if you don't with autopause. You can't, I can't take this fight. This guy can't take a single hit. He's at 21 health. There's a large portion of the time he just dies. If he ever gets hit in the head, he's dead. They have 2 archers, so I can't position because I position under fire, which means I take attrition damage as it's happening. My armor dies in like 1 hit from anything. So yeah, as I said, we're not going to be fighting this right now. They have 3 archers. We don't count that high. 2 is the number we saw, and that's what we're afraid of. Do I trust this auto retreat? I don't trust auto retreat ever. All right. Just keep our eyes open for a trade caravan between these two, just in case. 3 dire wolves. Dire wolf armor would be nice. Taking more wounds right now would be super not nice. 3 dire wolves is gonna fuck our day up. Tower things. Oh shit. It's gonna spawn right there, huh? Kind of don't want to take damage right now, right? We're trying to get out friendly as soon as humanly possible, and then they hope they give us a caravan kill mission maybe right after. I'm a little tempted to fight the dire wolves, a little tempted to just ignore it. It's experience. If we don't take any more wounding, it's probably okay. How are we on HP? 66 HP though, 65 HP and 40 armor rather. Could use tools. Not sure we're gonna get much from there. What's our intro? We have the 3 wood we just picked up. Shields, our trap for new players. Myself at one point. I mean, the monk can use a shield.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Like, fuck this monk. You Nina Poop Smell. Strange name. Thanks for sub. Into the city to recruit's not a bad idea. Turn around and jump that. Brawler. Great. Wouldn't mind trying some of these miners as well. Alright. E-rolls. Thank you, JC Denton, for the 5 months. Take a look. Left to right, starting here.
Quitters never win.
Brawler, 52-4, hesitant. 4 melee defense, 102-41. It's kind of a miss. See what it is? Congratulations. We're almost dead. It is Loop Gate. Yeah. Looks like a frontliner. Two other brothers. Got a club-footed, double melee defense, double resolve, double initiative. Oh look, it's a dodge brother. Dodge brother. Who is it? Find out. Music cat. Done it. You've been brutally butchered. A filthy robot. Okay. And last but not least, triple range defense, triple fatigue hesitant. White Boy J. Cole. Okay. 3 powerhouses. No reach weapons yet. Fighting some dire wolves, I guess. Why did we recruit these people again? Okay, but where's my sword? My spear. So this guy has the sword equipped, although it shows the spear. Where'd the fucking spear go? Did I already take it off already? I think I just lost the spear there. Can't be what happened, but it feels like it is. Pissing off now. I don't know if I want to spend all my time chasing these dire wolves right now. I think we're gonna go look for a mission. Hey, trading caravan. An easy yes. Got to buy tools. Rip. Okay. Daggers, nice. It has a shield, even though it doesn't show. I don't like this graphic bug. Whatever this bug is needs to be fucking fixed because it's really annoying. So much of how you play the game is done visually, noticing like visually what's going on with your guys. What makes a good map? I feel like I kind of went over that Xander a couple times today because we looked for maps and I narrated my entire thought process about them. I think it's what allows you to take advantage of your starting background, which is access to benefits of Northern Raiders are the access to the early bump in wealth and gear. Alright, I'm gonna get up, be 2 away from them so I can walk in next round and hit them all. All their turns down. I can actually walk over there, get hit twice, then one of their guys walks in on me. I think 2 swings is what you're trying to maneuver for, not being fucking stabbed to death by daggers. 2 sharp daggers is pretty nice. Okay. Can't move through that. That's a decent tile with the shield. paid off for patience there. Arming sword work. I don't really want to engage the sword with this guy, but he might run. Not went after the monk, that's fine. Great. Oh, the donkeys die. Did you see that, chat? When you killed the last guy, the donkeys die. I picked up 2 daggers, also picked up the stuff we killed, and 3 more trading goods. Very nice. Yeah. Alright, DHB leveled. Nice. I think this is the whip spec, right? So we're looking at gifted for this. The early cleavers. Boss is gifted quick hands, sure. Probably taking that other resolve roll that takes care of. Right. Pull up here. Yeah, so what's strange, donkeys all just dying all at once. What are we doing with this brother? So we've got our early cleaver. We could make these both early cleavers. He's got a little bit more melee defense, presumably. I don't know how long that will last for. Is he good enough to build as a duelist brother? Maybe?
Our modest fellowship
Bronze
expands.
Revenge. Welcome.
Praise the sum.
Kinda not sure.